to this message from the mountain, coming to you from the foothills of the White Mountains here in New Hampshire. Today's podcast is titled Creating Its Own Course. The little brook that comes down the mountain was controlled probably 150 or more years ago when there was a back mill on the property. And so they had two ponds, small ponds built, and a sluiceway where the water would run down through to power the mill. And they'd let the ponds build up, and then they would release the water, and of course that would turn the millstone to grind up bark for the process of tanning leather. And then once the mill itself was abandoned in time, then the water began to create its own flow down the mountain, which brought us much closer to where our home is, and the joy of the little brook that runs seasonal as it's created its own course. And you can hear the water running against the rocks, and when the flow is strongest, it will move rocks and move the earth, and so it keeps changing just a little bit each year. And if you follow its course looking up the mountain, you can see where it twists and turns. And I think of our life, and we think about where we go forward with setting our own course, our own flow, and the resistances that cause us to perhaps change a little bit. It could be our interest changes, but it kind of zigzags its way down through our soul's map until we're at the point we're at. Life and nature, there is a flow to it. My name is Michael Hathaway, and this is Message from the Mountain. 'Tis my prayer these words are right and good for you, and if you hear them, thank you so much for listening.